Mr. Crawford. I think we've covered all we need to cover. Okay, I think we're about ready to start our workouts.
All right, awesome.
Okay?
Yeah.
Before we start our workouts, I just want to do one thing. I just want to weigh you in. Okay, just to have a number on record. Nothing important, that's meaningless. Just,
All right.
just to weigh you.
All right.
Okay? All right. Why the sighing? Why the heavy breathing? Come on. Okay. Looks like 202 and a half. Nice.
All right.
Let's go. You ready? So how you feel after the last couple of days?
Awesome, man.
Feeling good?
Love the workout.
Feeling strong?
Do you think we could weigh in?
There's no reason to. We just waited a couple of days ago.
Yeah, I want to see how much I weigh.
I really don't recommend that. Yeah, it's not.
Yeah,
necessary.
I just want to see.
All right, but don't get caught up in that. You know, it's not. Yeah,
I
it's
feel
not
good. I feel good.
All right, you should feel good. You've been eating better. You're working out.
Yeah.
I mean, you might be down a couple of pounds, but
No, I feel good. I'm ready.
yeah, well, you're down 4 pounds.
Yeah.
Yeah, but hold on.
That's awesome.
No, I know, but it doesn't. It just means you shed a little water. That's it.
I'm feeling good.
All right, let's go have a great workout. Let's focus
do
on
it.
the workout, okay?
Let's go.
Good. Come on, let's go.
My man. What's up, brother?
How are we feeling?
Great. Down 4 pounds. I'm ready to rock, buddy.
We're gonna kick some butt. We had a great week. We got a week down right
Yeah,
now.
no, I feel
You're
good.
getting strong out there. Your cardio's improving.
I had a couple bad days, but I think I feel good.
What do you mean a couple of bad days?
With the eating. But can we weigh in?
Weigh in. No,
Yeah, I just want to check it again.
I weighed you twice already.
I just want to weigh in one more time. I just want to make sure.
I strongly don't recommend this.
Come on, one more time.
Just listen to me. I'm telling you, don't do it.
I just want to make sure.
You can't weigh yourself. But if you had a bad day, that means you're gonna be holding on to water. Stop it. You can't do this day to day.
I just want to make sure.
Oh, brother.
Wait a minute. That can't be right.
Looks like 206.
That can't be
You
right.
told me you had a couple of bad days.
At my house, I was down 2 pounds. That can't be right.
What'd you have to eat yesterday?
This scale doesn't work.
The scale's got nothing to do with it. It's water. Hey, bud.
Hey, how you doing?
What's going
All
on,
right.
man?
Joe, I gotta tell you, I better be down. I don't
Relax.
know if I could.
Relax
going.
with the weight. Stop with the weight.
All right.
Let's focus on the workouts.
All right.
Come on, you're a grown man. You're strong. Let's work out. Come
All
on.
right, let's do it.
No more scale talk, okay?
No more scale.
Stop with the scale.
I promise.
Stop.
All right.
Now you're starting to get me mad.
Come on, let's go work out.
All right. You're making me lose my mind here.
Come on.
All right. Hey!
Oh,
What are you doing?
I'm sorry. I had to check.
What? And now you're happy because you're down 3 pounds? Really? Really? We're not going to go through this again,
I'm up a pound again.
Greg.
Hold on. I weighed myself with the belt. It's the belt.
Listen, you're going to go up and down a pound here and there on a day-to-day basis. Don't stress about the scale. Let's go have a fun workout. Come on. Come on.
I'm feeling lighter, punk. Fitness Real Talk, keeping it real every day.
Fitness Real Talk, keeping it real, that's what we do.
Welcome to the MTG Show. This is Fitness Real Talk with Greg Crawford, your host, and my co-host, Joe Pappalardo. What's up, Joe?
How you doing? What's going on, bud?
And welcome to the very first episode of Fitness Real Talk. And today we're going to talk about why the scale lies. Joe, why does the scale lie?
Well, Greg, there's this misconception out there that the scale reveals one's success, where on the contrary, in the short term, when it comes to fitness success, the scale really has nothing to do with it. One of the problems that we face on a daily basis, we have members come in here, clients, and they're used to weighing themselves every day, and it becomes a lot on the mind. They step on the scale, they're up 2 pounds, they're down 2 pounds, and they think that those numbers actually measure their success. Like,
Right.
I lost 2 pounds today. Oh, I gained 2 pounds today. And where in reality, it has nothing to do with anything. I tell people all the time that if they lose 2 or 3 pounds in 3 or 4 days, not to get excited, don't get your hopes up, because they might gain 3 or 4 pounds as well. And what it comes down to is fluid. The body can retain or lose water depending on your eating habits for a short amount of time. So if you eat well for 3 or 4 days,
Right.
you'll get rid of some water,
Right.
Because your sodium levels are low, your sugar levels are lower. Whereas if you're indulging, you might retain some water, but it doesn't mean that you're holding on to body fat. If you eat primarily well every day and there's some indulgence, it's just water retention. That's the bottom line. So what one needs to really understand here, and we have to get into, is that it takes several weeks to either retain fat on the body, store fat, or to lose fat. You would have to withdraw from your caloric intake and eat very clean for several weeks if you have bad eating habits to actually lose body fat. So any weight fluctuation that's occurring, whether it's gaining weight or losing weight, in the short term is simply water retention. And what clients need to grasp mentally is, in that first week, usually when you train, you'll lose 5 to 6 pounds of water if you're exercising well and you're eating clean. But then there's that plateau period, which everyone hits. Everyone hits that. And it's then when you need to realize that, it's not a plateau. This is the way it's supposed to be. And if I keep doing what I'm supposed to do, I keep exercising regularly, I keep eating well every day, then eventually I'm going to start to lose body fat. And then you'll see success over more of the long term, let's say in a 4-week period, which is why when we do our 30-day challenge,
Right.
the big thing is we don't let them weigh themselves for 1 month, because we want them to see true progress.
Well, another problem too is they get fixated on the actual number, how much they weigh.
Exactly.
And everybody's body is different, so everyone's going to have a different weight, an actual body weight. Mm-hmm. And the issue comes when they start comparing themselves to how much does this person weigh compared to me. I weigh 140, I should weigh 120. I weigh 150, I should weigh 130.
Absolutely.
And they don't take in consideration that their bodies are just different. The structure of their body, maybe their bone density, maybe
Muscle mass.
muscle compared to body fat. So you might increase your muscle and drop a lot of body fat. Mm-hmm. Your dimensions get smaller, but your weight doesn't fluctuate that much.
Absolutely.
You're not going to see that on the scale. So another thing too is when we're talking about fitness success and weight loss specifically, it's never a perfect drop like this. Whenever you get a drop in weight like that, you're asking for a lot of issues, because what you're going to end up doing is dropping muscle mass or even lean muscle tissue. When that happens, you'll end up putting fat back on. So the real measure of success is when you drop a little bit, maybe you plateau a little bit, or even come up a little bit, and then you drop again. Okay? It should look more like this. That's the real ladder of success on weight loss.
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely. Very good point, Greg. And I think another common issue that I have with people is a lot of times when they're sitting across from me, they'll sit there and they'll be like, well, at my ideal weight 15 years ago, I was 130 or 135. And what people don't realize is some of the things you just mentioned is their own body density changes, not even comparing themselves to anyone else, but like 10, 15 years later, you're not going to be the same as you were when you were young. So if you're sitting there fixed on the scale, like, I have to get to 135 or else, you might be in for a rude awakening. And you might be setting yourself up for a mental breakdown, because your ideal number might be 142, 143, whereas it's 135. You don't even know. But whatever it is, you need to be focused more on how your clothes are fitting and how you're looking in the mirror, how you're performing with your workouts, how you're feeling.
Right. Stop stressing and fixating every day on that number.
Like that number, like that 135. Through age and life, we gain weight. Always. I always tell people, if you look at a professional athlete and you watch them through the course of their career, you see them when they're in their prime and in their early 20s, and you watch them, evolve into their, let's say, late 30s, early 40s.
Yeah.
99% of the time, that person is 10, 15, even 20 pounds heavier and still in shape.
Yeah.
It's just, and bone density,
and you don't want to
mass.
get discouraged. We see it all the time. They step on the scale. They don't see dramatic changes, so they get discouraged, and it makes you want to quit.
Exactly.
So put your energy and your focus on getting the job done, not on the actual number.
Exactly.
Maybe give yourself 4 full weeks, and then check yourself.
Fully understand how the system works. Fully grasp this. If you have awareness to this and you go into this with a full understanding that you'll drop a little weight in the beginning, but that's a false number, and then over the course of time you'll lose body fat, and you'll be able to really gauge where you're at body fat wise over the course of 4 weeks, like Greg just said. If you go into it with that kind of attitude, mentally, you won't put yourself in a position to fail. You won't set yourself up for failure, because if you focus on that number on a day-to-day basis, it's a recipe for disaster. Guaranteed. We deal with it every day.
Throw that scale away. All right, good job.
Good job, buddy.
So we're going to go actually into the workout of the week with Joe. He's going to give you a nice workout to focus on for the week. So let's go right into that.
Hey, it's Joe, and I'm here with your workout of the week. Okay, so we're always going to try and make these workouts in-home friendly, because I have to assume that you have the bare minimum to do this stuff with if you're in your house. So really all you need is a set of dumbbells. You can get a couple of kettlebells, maybe some bands, things that are convenient to have at home, as well as a mat, something to step on. Okay, first circuit, we're going to do 3 exercises, okay? I'm going to explain these 3 exercises, and you're going to perform them for 12 reps each, okay? I want you to perform the exercises consecutively, which means one after the other. When you're finished with the 3 exercises that I give you, I want you to take a 30-second to 1-minute break, varying on how you're feeling. Okay? If you feel like you're ready to go to 30 seconds, continue. If you feel like you need another 30, take a minute rest, and then I want you to complete that circuit 2 more times for a total of 3 times, okay? So you'll do the 3 exercises 3 times each, taking 30 seconds to a minute break in between them. We're going to do them consecutively. Exercise number 1, we're going to do either a kettlebell or a dumbbell squat press. Okay, this is a good, strong, basic movement, multifunctional. Okay, we'll do a neutral footing with our legs. Okay, one arm out for balance, up. Okay, I want 12 reps on the right shoulder. Okay, when you're done with that, 12 reps on the left shoulder. Okay, nice and strong on the abs. When you perform those squats, always make sure that you hinge your hips back before you break. Watch the knees. People have a tendency when they squat to come forward with their knees, okay? And that's not what you want to be doing. You want to sit back and then bend your knees, okay? Come into the bucket. Hip hinge. Always remember, hip hinge before you bend your knees, okay? Exercise number 2, again, multifunctional, want to get as much done as possible. We're going to do a reverse lunge into a side lateral raise, okay? Just like that, okay? We're going to do 12 on that leg and 12 on that leg. Make sure your shoulders are pinched back. Good posture, always. Be wary of that, okay? Imagine you have a walnut in the middle of your back and you're trying to squeeze it, okay? 12 this way, 12 that way. Work those side heads, okay? Working your legs, your glutes, and your shoulders, okay? Now I want you to find the bench, and what we're gonna do is you can take a kettlebell or a dumbbell in this situation, it doesn't matter, okay? And I want you to lift up your feet, if you could, and just twist. That'll break up the set, and work on our abs and our obliques, okay? By twisting. Now, if that's too difficult, you could put your foot on the bench, like that, as a start, depending on where you are, and just do the motion of the twist. And that's circuit 1. Okay, now on to circuit 2, okay? So we're going to run the same pattern in circuit 2 that we ran in circuit 1, okay? I'm going to give you 3 exercises to do, and you're going to run them consecutively, okay? After you're done with the 3 exercises, we're going to do them all for 12 reps. After that, you take a 30-second to 1-minute break, see how you feel, and then you'll do them for a continued 2 more times, totaling 3 times, okay? First exercise, you take a set of dumbbells, and you're going to give yourself a platform ranging anywhere from 10 to 20 inches high, depending on your comfort zone, okay? Now, what part of the legs you work really depend on what part you push off of. So right now, if I wanted to emphasize my quads, I'll be pushing off the front of my foot. If I want to emphasize my glutes and hams, which I want to on this circuit, I'm going to push off my heel. So again, shoulders back, neck, pushing off the heel, emphasize, getting a good squeeze on the back of the leg. Coming up on the step up, focusing, concentrating on that glutes and hamstring squeeze. I'm going to do 12 on this side and 12 on the other leg, okay? After you do 12 reps each, I'm going to do a Romanian deadlift. And I'm going to do this from a side angle so you understand, okay? Most important thing is you keep a good posture. You never do this. You don't want to slouch over. You want to stay back, and you're going to come down, glide the dumbbells down your leg, right here, and come up. And down, and up. Just like that. See, as my hips are going back, my legs are stiff. I got a slight bend to them, but I'm not bending them anymore as I ascend down. Okay? All the weight's on my hamstrings and my glutes. Okay? I want 12 reps of that. Okay? Finally, you're going to take your dumbbell. Okay? Now we're going to do a crunch and a knee raise. Okay? So you'll come back like this, and you come up, up, up. 12 each side of the knees. Okay? If that's too much, okay, you'll just execute a crunch. Okay? A crunch isn't a sit-up. A crunch is when you come up halfway like this. Okay? So ideally, we'll start with the knee raise crunch. If that's too much, just a crunch. Okay? And we're going to run that 3 times. So that wraps up our first workout of the week. I hope you enjoyed it. You know, a very functional, leg, shoulder, and core workout with a little high intensity at the end. Okay? Hope you have a great workout. Have a good one.
Well, Joe, I think that's it for our very first episode. I think it went pretty well.
I think it went great.
Yeah.
Covered a lot.
I think so. So next week, stay tuned. We're going to actually talk about how stress is killing your metabolism. That's going to be a pretty big topic.
A lot of facts to be known on that. A lot of good stuff on that one.
All right, so keep in touch. Share this video, and if you want, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and stay connected with us so you could stay in touch with us for the next episode. See you then.
Fitness Real Talk, keeping it real every day. Fitness Real Talk, keeping it real, that's what we do.